Good morning students. In today's class we will discuss problem on income from other sources. That is problem number 4. Mr. Subhash, a resident in India, earned the incomes during the financial year 2018-19. Interest on securities rupees 6,000, winning from horse race rupees 12,500, income earned from subletting of house rupees 10,500, dividend from a foreign company rupees 26,000, interest on postal saving bank account rupees 2000, ground rent for land in Patna rupees 5000, expenses incurred on subletting rupees 500. It is related to subletting income. Income from agricultural land in Bangladesh rupees 20,000, director's fees rupees 1,800. He received a gift from his cousin of wristwatch rupees 5,000 on 1st June 2018. Rupees 700 received by an account pay check as interest on debentures of a company which public are substantially interested. Interest on deposit under gold monetization scheme on 2015 rupees 15,000. He gets a gift of house property from a friend, Mr. Basu, on 10th April 2018. Stamp duty value of the property on the date of gift is rupees 45,000. To compute taxable income from other sources. Computation of taxable income from other sources. Here assess is the Mr. Subhash assessment year 2019-20, previous year 2018-19. His status is resident. Say number 1, interest on securities. Say interest on security, it is directly taxable because they not mentioned either it is less tax security or tax free security. If they mention tax free securities of government department, then it is exempted. Tax free securities of private company are taxable, but nothing mentioned, so it is directly taxable. Next one, winning from horse race rupees 12,500 given. See, here assume that the given amount is gross. Though the amount is more than 10,000, we are not applied TDS. We can assume when the more than 10,000 amount given on horse race as a gross and no need of applying TDS. Next, income earned from subletting house 10,500. Income earned from subletting 10,500 given, but here the expenses, that is G point, expenses incurred on subletting rupees 500 given, so it is eligible for deduction from income earned from subletting house. So 10,500 minus 500, 10,000. Next, dividend from a foreign company. The dividend from a foreign company is fully taxable, but dividend from Indian company up to rupees 10 lakh not taxable. Next one, interest on postal saving bank account rupees 2,000 given. We know that up to 3,500 it is exempted. If interest deposited in postal saving bank account up to rupees 3,500 is exempted. So here amount is 2,000, so it is exempted. Ground rent for land in Patna, it is directly taxable. Next, income from agricultural land in Bangladesh. Agriculture income received from foreign or earned from foreign, it is fully taxable, 20,000, but income from agricultural land in India is exempted. Next, director's fees, it is fully taxable. Received a gift from his cousin of wristwatch rupees 5,000 on 1st June 2018. Aggregate of gift is less than 50,000, so it is tax free. Next, received by an account payee check as an interest on debenture of a company which public are substantially interested. If interest received on debenture, it is directly taxable. Interest on deposit under gold monetization scheme on 2015. Remember, if amount deposited or invested under gold monetization scheme, it is tax free. A gift of a house property from a friend, Mr. Basu, on 10th April 2018. Stamp duty value of the property on the date of gift is rupees 45,000. Again, gift received from friend up to 50,000 is exempted from tax, so tax free. Therefore, total income from other sources 82,000. Next question. It was appeared 2019 question paper under Bangalore University for 6 marks. Mr. Ramesh has the following investment for the financial year 2018-19. Rupees 10 lakh, 5% UP government securities, rupees 4 lakh 6% debentures of ABC Limited, rupees 3 lakh 60,000 10% tax-free debentures of PQR Limited, rupees 1 lakh 50,000 5% HDFC bonds, rupees 3 lakh 50,000 6.25% of ICICI bonds, rupees 2 lakh 50,000 8% IDBI bonds. On 1st November 2018, he sells debenture of ABC Limited. Here ABC Limited, that is the second point. It is this additional information related to second point. On which date of interest is June 15 and December 15 every year. They were calculating the interest once in a 6 month from June 15 to December 15 every year. Calculate his income from other sources for the assessment year 2019 assessment year 2019-20. You have to calculate in total income from other sources for the assessment year 2019-20. So you have to compute the taxable income from other sources. Here assessee is the Mr. Ramesh. Status resident, assessment year 2019-20, previous year 2018-19. So previous year is 2018-19 and assessment year 2019-20. Number 1, interest on rupees 10 lakh 5% government securities. It is directly taxable. Remember student, here they not mentioned either it is tax free securities or less tax security. If they nothing mentioned, then interest on UP government securities directly taxable. So 10 lakh into 5%, 50,000 is taxable. Suppose less interest tax free securities or interest on less tax security given, then you have to apply the TDS. Nothing mentioned, so it is directly taxable. Second one, interest on rupees 4 lakh 6% debentures of ABC Limited. So here 4 lakh into 6%. As I said, there is a additional information in the problem which is related to second point here. That is, on 1st November 2020, he sells debenture of ABC Limited. He sold the debenture of ABC Limited on 1st November 2018, on which date of interest is June 15 and December 15 every year. They were calculating the interest from June 15 to December 15. So June 15 to December 15, total 6 months will get in a year. So 4 lakh into 6% into 6 divided by 12. 12,000 is taxable amount. Next, interest on rupees 3,60,000 10% tax free debenture of PQR Limited. So here assumption PQR is the private company. Tax free debenture of private company is subject to TDS. Interest on tax free debenture of private company is subject to TDS of 10%. So 3,60,000 into 10%, 36,000. We know that if they given tax free debenture of PQR Limited, then you have to gross off with the 10%. So interest divided by 100 minus 10% TDS into 100. So 36,000 divided by 90 into 100. 40,000 is interest on debenture. Next, interest on rupees 1,50,000 5% debenture, 5% HDFC bond. So HDFC bond, it is directly taxable. 1,50,000 into 5%, 7,500. Interest on rupees 3,50,000 6.25% ICICI bond. 3,50,000 into 6.25%, 21,875. It is also directly taxable. Next, interest on rupees 2,50,000 8% IDBI bonds. They invested in IDBI bonds. It is also directly taxable. So 2,50,000 into 8%. Only in case of less tax security or tax-free security subject to TDS of 10%. So total income from other sources 1,51,375.